I got some real disappointing news. Some disappointing news. It's an update on my friend. She literally just texted me, and I'm just so over this guy. I hate this fucking bum. I hate that she had kids with him, but I gotta keep my mouth closed because you gotta let everybody ride out their own situation. I'm no longer giving advice that don't nobody want to hear, and that I'm just wasting my breath. When somebody has kids with someone and they're hell bent on wanting to believe the dream, it's like it's nothing you can say to these type of people. It's nothing you can say to these girls. So you just sit back and just let them ride out they misery. Um, so my friend who has the two kids under two, who literally just had a kid a couple few months ago, her second baby with this bum. Um, he hasn't been paying rent. Last update I got from her probably was in January, like, oh, he still ain't paid the rent. He snapped on me, but da 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 da. So I just left it alone. I'm like, damn, girl. But once again, I don't want to say too much. I'm sick of saving my friends from these motherfuckers. So I ain't saving nothing. I ain't saying too much of nothing. I already know what's best, but I don't want to come off as a know-it-all all the time, right? If I've been through all the shit I've been through, I have a decent amount of knowledge. My knowledge doesn't come from me just sitting on the side. I was in the field, my damn self. I was in the field dealing with fuck shit, dealing with, I had multiple lives already. I've lived multiple lives. So if I'm saying something, it's literally because I know. I've been through I've been through financial disasters. I've been through the midnight ballerina life. I've been through corporate life. I've been through bankruptcy. I've been through single mom life. I've been through so much shit. So bitch, you can't tell me nothing. So anyways, oh yeah, and married life. That's my newest piece of wisdom that I have around my belt at this point. Married, divorced, all that shit, bitch. So anyways, she texts me talking about, okay, so me and her talked maybe a couple of days ago. I was like, girl, how was your weekend? Asked, about Valentine's Day. She was like, good, he took me out. And I'm thinking to myself, how the fuck he taking you out, but he can't pay rent? That's literally what I'm thinking, right? But I didn't say that. I was like, oh, okay. She was like, girl, he want to marry me. When I say I paused, I said, bitch, please, right? I'm up here like, oh, I said, well, do what's best for you. When somebody hits you with a do what's best for you, it means they're not really happy for you, but they don't want to say too much. So when somebody hits you with a do what's best for you, it's because they holding back, going the fuck in. She told me, she was like, yeah, he want to marry me. And I'm like, I said, well, before you do that, just, go to counseling and require that he goes to school to get a trade. I'm just like, he needs to go to school and get a trade before y'all even think about that. Right? Like at this point, she already stuck with this motherfucker forever. So it's like, I, anywho, she put herself in such a fucked up situation. Like I think her situation is way more fucked up than mine because this nigga is actually still feeding her dreams and lies. Like my baby daddy was cutthroat with it, and I actually fuck with the cutthroat approach versus you leading a girl on and having another kid with her knowing you're a bum, right? Anywho, so why she just text me talking about, girl, why they getting evicted right now? Because she said she's at work. She says, I'm at work right now. Why are they getting evicted? When I get off, my stuff about to be on the street, right? So you at work being a nurse practitioner getting to the motherfucking bag. You're at work being a nurse practitioner getting to the bag, being the boss bitch that you are. And the baby daddy who just said, I want to marry you this weekend, although the bitch ain't been paying rent, is now getting evicted. And now you're saying your stuff is about to be on the street. My girl works so hard. And it's no reason why her shit should be on the motherfucking street. But see, this is her fault, bitch. This is her fault because she done had so many red flags slap her in the fucking face for years at this point. Like, she has, when I tell you, I do not know somebody who has had slapped them in the face and they still aren't getting it. Like, I can't even go through all the red flags my girl done been through. It was a red flag when he stopped talking to you years ago to go back to his first baby mother. He said you liked him more than he liked you. So he already curved you years ago. That was God protecting you. This bitch ass motherfucker came back while he was still living with his first baby mother. Okay. You was kind of playing a side chick. That was another red flag. Then, bitch, he gave you a curable STD. Even though it was curable, it was still, he gave you a curable STD. I'm sorry, I'm trying to give y'all a visual of how many red flags this girl has had at this point. And I'm thinking to myself, she was like, I don't know what excuse she made for him, but I don't know. So anyway, he already gave you a curable STD. He was fucking with you on the sidelines when he had a baby mother. And he was still living with his baby mother. You didn't meet his family or his anybody until you was already 8, 9 months pregnant. He has not been paying rent. He asked to borrow $3,500 from you. You're still working as you're pregnant. Okay, you're still working. Now he's $7,600 behind on rent. Now he's evicted, and bitch, he said, she was like, he said he can't be without me. I'm up here thinking, yeah, of course he can't be without you, because without you, bitch, he ain't got shit. Like, that's what I kind of said it, but it was just like, well, he needs you. Of course he can't be without you. So at this point, it's like, I don't know what to say. And this is why I have not been seeing her, or I haven't been, like, when she would say, yeah, you can come over our house, girl, I ain't going over there. I have literally not been seeing her kids because she still wants to live, and she lives between him and her mom's house because she says she wants to save money to buy a house. Do you realize that you about to drag this nigga along for the rest of your life? Like, and when she was telling me that she wants to buy a house, I was like, girl, then he gonna want to live with you. She was like, oh, I don't care about him living with me. I'm like, oh my God. Like, she just doesn't fucking get it, yo. She just doesn't get it. And if she ends up living with this nigga, when I tell you, if she is silly enough to marry this motherfucker, her life is over. You know what she gonna tell me the other day? She was like, oh, he said the other day I got arms like an auntie. Yeah, because you don't put on all this weight from having this motherfucking kids and stressed out and all this other stuff, right? But see, he's already noticing things about you, bitch. Although he made a joke about it, I guarantee you he about to start hitting you with the old bitch you fat type shit. Cause he's chipping away at you little by little. He is chipping away at you. Right now you think it's funny that he's saying you got arms of an auntie. No, he is letting you know that he is noticing noticeable changes about you. And I guarantee you, he is about to fuck your life up so bad. When you start having the auntie arms, let me tell you something. As a woman, if you was fucking with a man when you was looking really good, and then suddenly you start developing those auntie arms, he is about to start dog walking your ass. Okay, he is about to start dog walking your ass. He now knows he has you in the perfect position to dog the fuck out of you, and your self-esteem is so fucked up at this point because he done destroyed your looks. Look, girl. And I was like, yeah, I said, now you're wifey material. I said, men love when you start getting thicker, you know, and shit. Like, I said, yeah, now he want to marry you. He know your looks is fucked up. I mean, she's still pretty, but my girl done put on some weight. I ain't even gonna hold you. She has put on some weight. Okay? I've known her since we was in our 20s. We was fine as fuck. And you know, as we age, we put on weight. Like even when I was married, I started gaining weight. That's when I knew like, oh, I can't be married. This motherfucker is trying to take me up through there. He trying to first destroy my looks and then fuck up my self-esteem. And that's why when I knew my husband had to go, like, nah, bitch, because I'm getting fat. Telling me that, oh, like when you eat, bitch, what you mean? Like, so anyways, so he already pointed out, that you starting to get auntie arms, bitch. He look, nah, like, but I ain't saying shit. Fuck that. I ain't saying shit because she has proved year after year after year that she does nothing is getting to her. And now that she has her kids, she's probably still going to continuously try to make it work. You know what this girl gonna say to me the other day? Because all her and her friends done started having babies at the same time in their later 30s. So she was like, well, when I listen to other people's stories, my situation ain't as bad as theirs. I said, bitch, yes, it is. And she started laughing, right? She called me. She was like, well, sometimes I listen to other people's stories and my stuff doesn't sound as bad because she making it seem like her friends' baby fathers aren't really involved or they're still acting like a single mom. I was like, bitch, yes, your situation is bad though. Like, what do you mean? I said it is bad. Yo dude got you pregnant twice within a year and a half. Within a year, and y'all evicted. What do you mean that ain't it? Like, what? I would rather be the friend that's being a single mom versus me working 100 hours a week and being told that my shit about to be outside because this nigga ain't paying rent. Like, I told her, this was my text messenger. I said, please listen to God on this. I said, I hate this for you. But girl, like I said, you got to let bitches live out their own life. You got to. I done learned my lesson trying to get too heavily invested in someone else's life like that. Like, I've learned. I've had friends as teenagers that didn't want to fucking listen. I had friends in my 20s that didn't want to listen. Hell, even when I was a single mom, I didn't want to fucking listen. So when it comes to being a mother and you're hormonal and you in love with a guy, you're not going to want to listen to what other people are saying. You're not. You literally have to learn on your own. So that's why I don't say too much to her about her choices because she is literally going to live out her life the way she wants. And I don't care how many times my friend tells herself, she be like, I should have listened to God. Because she's told me this several times. She said, I should have listened to God. She was like, but she continues to believe the dream. See, this is what he does. He knows he's in a fucked up situation and he'll do something to make her rethink shit. Like, bitch, why you gonna tell her you want to marry her knowing that you didn't just pay rent? Why are you telling my friend that you want to marry her knowing that you're about to be evicted? Like, why would you tell her that? Why would you keep giving her these impressions that you're so in love and you know, like, girl. So, anywho, the worst thing she could ever do is marry this motherfucker. That's going to be the worst thing she can do. And the thing that keep fucking her up is she keeps thinking that her situation is not as bad as someone else's. Bitch, yes, it is. You have a man that is not gainfully employed, that is evicted, that's an alcoholic, that has gambling problems, that has a DUI, that has 2 other kids with another woman. Bitch, this situation is dire. This is a mess. Abort mission immediately. But girl, like I said, I don't know how many signs God has to give her. But I want to tell her, bitch, things are going to consistently keep getting worse until you get a fucking clue. These situations you're in with this man is going to progressively keep getting worse because that's how God works. He's going to continuously make things shake up so bad to the point where you have no choice but to leave a motherfucker alone. Next thing is going to be is a black fucking eye, bitch. That's going to be the next step. Because he already told you that you starting to get arms like an auntie. That's him letting you know your looks is gone. He's telling you that your looks are not the same. So what is that going to mean? He's going to start chipping away at your self-esteem, telling you you're fat, telling you no one wants you, and next thing you know, he's going to start whooping your ass. That's the progressive steps of people like him. Anywho, that's all I gotta say, bitch. That if I was her, middle of the night, take my kids, change my number, and move across town or move to another state. Because at this point, we don't know how dangerous this guy is. He's dangerous. A man that's in poverty, that's losing his house, is dangerous. He will kill somebody. So I want to tell her like he's at danger level because he's broken. He lost his house. That means that you're the closest thing next to him. That means he's gonna be willing to kill you if you try to leave him. Period. Point.